In this episode, I finally make it to the Lazarus Complex. This after finding out that things on the outside really aren't any better than they were inside the newbie hangar, and everything is broken not just there, but everywhere. So now, I'm finally ready to make my way to the Lazarus Complex. Almost. After this place. That icon is just too intriguing. My caretaker has heard rumors on the caretaker grapevine, so we have to check it out. So here I am. Fairy Godmother has confirmed that I can get one of 3 blueprints for the gyro at this location. So that's what I'm gonna do. There's not much going on here. There's got this room full of slimes, which I have to take out. If I go up to the top and look up, I realize I can't get up there. I think you have to have a gyro in order to be able to get up there, so that's something to look forward to later. But down in this room here, I can scan this picture and I get one of the blueprints for the gyro.
That confirms the frame pattern. Light, crude, and built around field repairs.
Objective complete. Now I'll turn the lights on and strip this place down before I take off. I decided, just for fun, to try jumping down to the boat instead of climbing down the ladder. Because I'm not a complete idiot, I decided to save first. Okay, here goes. Not the preferred outcome. After making it back to the boat the boring way, I'm heading towards the Lazarus Complex. But as you can see, there's something between it and me. So of course I'm stopping there first. I'm here, so let's see what this place has to offer. In a lot of ways, it really wasn't different from the other places I visited. No power, lots of nasties around, stuff like that. So I didn't stay very long. When I first got here, it looked like this. When I was ready to leave, it looked like this. Okay, my work here is done. Time to go to the Lazarus Complex. Finally. Much to Fairy Godmother's relief, I finally made it to the Lazarus Complex. Her only instruction right now is to get inside, so that's what I'm gonna do. It's not gonna be that simple, of course. Because everything's broken, there's no clear path from point A to point B here, so I'm going to have to run around and figure out how to get up there. Of course, that means a lot of climbing puzzles and jumping puzzles and various other things. And of course, the place is densely infested with a lot of the nasty creatures that I've been seeing around. The place is huge, but once you get past the ick factor, it's actually kind of fun to figure it out and make your way through.
The power's offline. We can't access the Hall of Humanity unless you find the main power. It should be on the roof.
Get the power on. Isn't that always the objective? Oh well, up to the roof. This is handy. I'm going to make a backup while I have the chance. Oh, that's about the creepiest thing I've seen in here. Look at all those leeches, and they almost fell on me. I will be very happy to get out of this dark and creepy place. Oh boy, my favorite kind of jump puzzle. But luckily, This time, it went well. It seemed endless, but eventually I reached the point where I can hear a sound that makes me think I'm getting close to outside. And I can't wait to be outside. Light! I can see light. Time to get out of here. That's an angel, making the sound that I heard that let me know that I was close. One more jumping puzzle, and I'm there. Okay, almost there. Of course there's going to be more of these things all over the place. But after dispatching it, I can make my way to the roof. Made it, finally. Now to get the power on. As usual, what that means is repairing power generators, hooking them up, and clearing out nasties. But when I first get here, it's nighttime, and nighttime means leeches. So I'm going to use this small battery and turn the lights on in here and wait out the night.
The power is restored. Now we can enter the Hall of Humanity.
Yeah, the power's on for a minute. That little battery isn't going to cut it. So once it's light outside, I'm going to repair all the power generators, and then I can get where I need to go. After a lot of poking around and fighting nasties, I figure out that this is where I need to go if I want to get to the Hall of Humanity. I just need to take this elevator. Stuck?
Welcome to the
Seriously?
of your existence.
Well, I'm going to have to find another way down. In the meantime, Fairy Godmother is beaking at me and telling me that this place is the reason for my entire existence. It's the most important thing in the world to me. We have differing opinions about that.
The relay atop the Lazarus waits quietly. Its guidance is crucial. Bring it back online, Caretaker, and let its signal shine again.
Fairy Godmother is just loading me up with tasks. First, I'll check the terminal and see if there are any authorizations, which again, there are here. Next, Fairy Godmother wants me to repair and then power one of these Lazarus racks, and then activate the beacon that's up on the roof. In order to do that, I have to go back to my boat because I left all my titanium there and you need them to repair the Lazarus rack. So, I'm going down the fun way. By this point, I've done a lot of work on the power infrastructure for the Lazarus Complex, but half of it is solar, so it's not reliable at night. So I'm doing boat chores till morning, and then I should be able to take the elevator to get back inside. Which I can. Because I'm just one quick elevator ride from the Hall of Humanity, I'm going to do that part first, which means repairing the Lazarus rack and then hooking it up to some power. So let's start with the repair. Repair done. Great. Now I have to power the thing. To do that, I have to find the power generators. So I go up these stairs and into this room. Then I have to fight all the nightmarish creatures that are all over the place. Then, finally, I get to the place where all the power infrastructure lives. It's out on that balcony. Man, these things are everywhere. And look at all those sweethearts coming after me. This is gonna be fun. Connecting the power to the Lazarus rack downstairs is a non-trivial task, but I'm up for it. It's just going to take a lot of power cables. As you can see, I am making zero effort to make it look nice. I just want to get the cables from point A to point B. I'm all about efficiency. Okay, not really. I'm saving humanity. Nobody said I had to do it aesthetically.
The Lazarus rack is ready once more.
Fairy Godmother is pleased with me, and well, she should be. I've been cleaning up the mess left by everybody who came before me.
Can grow again.
Whatever. The next thing is to get the beacon going, and I can see that it's up there. So that's where I'm going. As usual, it starts out just fine, but then it quickly turns into another one of those huge, dangerous jumping puzzles. Oh boy. I don't remember parkour being in my job description. Whoa, that was lucky. I survived, but my power is almost gone, so I'm gonna have to fix that before I make another run at this. Second time's a charm. Let's go. Ha! They're trying to trick me. This one's going to be fun. Not much of a landing strip. Trying to trick me again, but I didn't fall for it. Never in a million years will I admit that this was actually kind of fun. Made it. The first thing I'm going to do is drop the ladder so that I can get back down. Repair done. Now I just have to go down to the beacon interface and recharge it just like I did before. This time I came prepared. I brought 4 small batteries, which ought to be enough to recharge this thing. Not quite enough. I still need a little bit more power, and I can only think of one easy source of power up here. And that's me. There we go. Operation Nominal. Let's turn it on.
Sends clearly now. Coordinates have been received.
That completes all the objectives that Fairy Godmother had for me at this location. Now she wants me to go someplace else. I don't know how she expects me to move on when there's all this really good stuff in here. I think I'll be in here for a little while. I also found a secret room down on the ground level. Well, sea level. There isn't much in it, but it's always fun to find secret rooms. Ooh, a guitar. I get to start my Caretaker band now. All this scrounging has gotten me a level, so now I can finally make this assault rifle, which is now the next thing on the to-do list. Yes, I can also build a flamethrower, but I'm holding off on that because petrol. But that's coming soon. Rifle acquired. Now let's go have some fun. These angels don't attack me, but you know that they've got to drop really good loot, so they are doomed. Besides, they're obviously here to protect stuff, and I have to say they have not done a very good job of protecting anything based on the state of this place. So they've got to go. There's 4 of them, and they do assist, so I'm going to make my stand in this room where I can restore my vitality, because I'm going to need that. The rifle is doing really well, but I end up using a lot of ammo. The ammo was cheap, fortunately, because I had to make more during this fight. 1 down, 3 to go. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. Ooh, they drop high-tech parts, the good stuff. Yeah, these are definitely worth flatlining. It took quite a bit of time, but eventually I did emerge victorious and got all 4 of them. And a level 2. Definitely worth it. Since I'm feeling a bit stronger, I figured it was time to try and take on one of these sharks. Now I'm only going for this one kind. There's like 3 different kinds of sharks out here, but this one I know I can take, as long as it's just one. They do assist. Great, got his attention. I really like this gun because it supports my favorite combat tactic, which is spray and pray. Success! Now let's see what this thing drops. Ooh, Ultra Tech scraps. That's good. Of course, I have to swim around and get all the pieces because the shark is so big, but small price to pay. Now, back to dismantling. In this room, I find something that's actually quite useful. I'm going to need it. It's this food processor, which I already have the blueprint for, so I'm going to move this thing. I'm going to need the things that this produces when I come back here later after I go wherever it is Fairy Godmother wants me to go next. So I'm going to move it near the Lazarus rack, which is where I will want to use it. I've really been building up this place down here. I connected this place to power because of the Lazarus rack, but I've been using the power for various other things as well. I put in medium batteries, and I powered up the recycler so that I wouldn't always have to run down to the boat every time I needed to unload. I found this room, which I thought was pretty interesting. Don't know what's going on in here, but there's this other room in the back that I can't get into. I have no idea what an orbital representative is, but I guess I'm supposed to find one or become one. Well, if I do end up having to bring someone back here, this is what they'll see. Hope they don't expect to sit down. I also found the basketball hoop on the roof. Very important caretaker business up here. The biggest benefit of having these medium batteries is being able to recharge myself. Between that and the recycler, I haven't had to make nearly as many trips between here and the boat as I would have. By now, I've stripped this place down and put in a bunch of stuff that's going to make my life easier when I come back here. I already know I'm going to have to come back. So, it's time to get ready to leave. It's been a lucrative trip, and I made another level. So now, there's new stuff I can make. I already got the 3rd tier solar panels when I got the rifle, but now I also have the 3rd tier wind collectors. So, of course, I have to get those hooked up. I up to 3 medium batteries on the boat, and I'll probably put in some more because there's no such thing as too much power. So now that all that's taken care of, where am I going next? Fairy Godmother wants me to go to a place called the Norfolk Grave. So, of course, that's not where I'll be going next. I'll get there eventually, but humanity has been waiting a long time already, so they can wait for me.